Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching You. This is the 4th episode of season 4. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it so far, and if you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in a link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in and enjoy. So the first 3 episodes we've had 3 deaths. Episode 1 we had Malcolm, episode 2 we had Simon, and episode 3 we had Vic, the bodyguard. Now interestingly, the first 2 killings was nothing to do with Joe. He's being set up, somebody's texting him anonymously, they say they know he's not Jonathan, they know his true identity, they've broken into his house, haven't they? You know, they put pictures all over the wall, they got him paranoid, he doesn't know what's going to happen. You know, they have stolen a finger and an ear, and last episode, you know, the finger from Malcolm was actually sent into the police, so it's obviously raised suspicion. Somebody's been murdered, police are looking around, gone over to Kate's of asking a question. She sent them over into Joel's direction. He was the last one to see him, obviously on the night out. He's fought quick on his feet. He's ended up saying, look, I wasn't really the last one to you know, to see him. He's been speaking to Blue. Now, Blue's had a connection with Simon. She was the one that threw the paint onto his paintings. And then, obviously, he was explaining a story about how Malcolm was going to work with her to expose him. And then maybe that was the reason why he got killed. And then somebody's going after Simon. And, you know, he's trying to deter all suspicion away from him. And the interesting thing is, they've been texting him again, these people, anonymously. And they've said, look, mate, we want you to take Kate out. Now, Joel doesn't actually want to do that, and he's trying to get close to her so he can kind of protect her, and she's thinking that he's getting closer to be a creep. She keeps asking, does he want to sleep with her? Now, obviously, it was the funeral for Simon, and she left early, and he followed her to the bar. Now, he sat there, he was speaking to her, she took him to a location, she ended up kind of making out with him, and they ended up sleeping with each other. They ended up back at her house, and he ended up searching around looking for information and clues. He ended up finding a letter that Nadia actually sent to Malcolm that she wanted to be retrieved, and he ended up getting caught by Kate. She ended up kicking him out, she was fuming, and the interesting thing is, Vic, Phoebe's bodyguard's been watching him this whole time. Joel's followed her again because he ended up getting a text, again, by the person saying, you know, basically like, you know, he's going to kill her. So he's tried to follow her to protect her. And the interesting thing is, Vic's ended up attacking him. He thought that he was, you know, creeping on her, stalking her. He's ended up finding the finger from Malcolm in his pocket. Not, sorry, the ring off the finger of Malcolm in Joel's pocket. Joel's trying to plead his innocence. You know, I'm not guilty, I'm innocent. Someone's trying to set me up. No, he's not having none of it. He's about to ring 999, the police. Joel's had to attack him. They've ended up fighting. Joel strangled him. You know, he's killed him with his own tie. And that's it. That's the first death Joel has committed this season. So that's 3 down, 3 episodes. But the person's texting him again. Yes, you loved that, didn't you, Joel? Yeah, it's turning you on. This time, Joel's played into it. He's like, yeah, it was exhilarating. I loved it. Maybe we can meet up. And the guys was like, yeah, we will do soon. So that's going to be interesting now. So now he's kind of brought him in. They're going to meet face to face in real life. But Joe ended up getting a text from Phoebe saying, come meet us at the bar, it's urgent. And he's turned up, everybody stood there in a line, all staring at him, including Kate was there. And the police walked in and said, Joe, mate, we need to speak to you about something. And then the episode ended. So very, very intriguing. Can't wait to find out what it is and what we've got in store for us. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into episode 4 of season 4 of You.
Here I was, thinking you've ended my second lease on life before it's even begun. I had to jump through yet another insanely polite British hoop.
It's nice to talk to somebody comparatively sober.
We looked into the tip you gave us. The artist Blue. Their story very much matched what you told us.
We're now pursuing Simon's past associates.
Hope he had thousands.
That was lucky then. So they only come to say, like, well done, the information he passed was good.
Venus. Disappointed. Nothing happened. Not because they care their friends are dead, but because they feel nothing. Lady Phoebe's country house. They're running away from the masses.
You're coming and you cannot say no. We simply must have you there.
What they don't know is they're bringing the killer with them. One of them is you.
Then I would love to.
One thing is clear. If I'm going to seize the opportunity this weekend provides, I need 0 distractions.
She clocks him every single time she's looking through that window now. Every time.
Look, do you have the message or not? And please don't leave out the part where I tell him to keep his fucking nose out of my business.
It's not a bank in London. You don't owe money to. There's the unpaid mortgages and Shoreditch. Mortgages that were offered against this club, they will come for more than your assets. Destroy you. Ruin everything you've worked so hard to achieve.
Robert, I get it. I will call my dad if it's that bad. Everybody's gonna get their money on time.
I don't understand people like that. They've got so much money. He's got real estate, he was just saying. He's got his club, he's got all these ventures, but like the guy won't pay anybody. And it's like a classic example where he thinks that it's going to be chill. But like, owing people money is one of the worst things that could happen to you. People are so serious about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you might lend somebody 10 quid and be like, that's fine. But if somebody's lent you 100 grand, 200 grand, if you ain't paying, they're coming. They'll kidnap you. They'll kneecap you. Do you know what I mean? They'll go after your friends or family. Like, you put everybody in danger. Like, you can't basically stealing from people, and they'd be coming and they'd be wanting it back. So I'm saying he's next one to die me. Like, that's what I'm calling it right now.
It's nice to think when I return, I'll have put you behind me.
He thinks that he's going to kill them then on this trip.
Seems more to me like hulking Downton Abbey vampire castle.
So is she actually shagging you, Phoebe, or are you more decorative?
She really is so sweet.
Is it true, though? American men are better in bed, or is it only the Jewish ones? Well, lovely chat, but I'm off to hang myself because you're so boring. Do better.
He didn't even say one word, did he? She was just silent the whole time.
Noticing them, darling.
Like I said, I can't afford distractions, not now.
Jonathan, you're here. I've always admired a man like you who doesn't care how he presents.
Come, come. Let the festivities commence.
You'll have trouble with that here. There's no service or Wi-Fi.
You're kidding me.
Well, I'm sure if Lord Tennyson managed.
Most of our guests come to appreciate it.
One must have fallen in favour with the lady of the manor. The Tenny room isn't assigned to just anyone. It's a great bed for shagging. Shame that won't be happening.
Such a shame.
I just think Kate's quite funny, actually. I knew it, mate. If the killer's here, they're gonna meet face to face.
Portrait gallery. Did you send this?
You see them, that wire thing that he's just got there, yeah? That's ruthless, that, mate. If that gets around your neck, you're gone, aren't you? There's no way that you can take that off. But the thing is, what is its purpose in real life? Like, what is that used for? Is it, like, to me, it just looks like a weapon used for attacking somebody, chopping something off. Like, if you wrap that around your finger and pulled it, I'm pretty sure that wire would just rip right through it. Do you know what I mean? So I would love to know what its actual true intentions are. I love how he's got it hidden in a book as well. I'm sure we've seen this program before, where they've had stuff inside of books. Now, he was saying there's no service here, so obviously he can't communicate with the killer, but the thing is, he's thinking the killer's there anyway. If the killer is there, this is a perfect way to meet up face to face, because, do you know what I mean? Joe can't either fall back and rely on text or say stuff here and there because they won't know, do you know what I mean? And he's so, I don't know, this is a good location. I still don't know who it is, but I am intrigued why Phoebe's so nice to him. Like, she's the one inviting him to all of these things, not Kate. Yeah, she's the one inviting him to all of these things, and she's, you know, she also said that Joe told her something and she loved it, you know what I mean, like the first time they seen each other, but what was it? Still don't even know what it is, and they slag him off the way he dresses all the time, and he looks better than some of them. Like I said, Adam, he had that like, blue fluffy top, that was crap before. Joe looks well better in his blazer, and now here again, he's got another jumper on and some like long pants or something. I think Joe looks better again. Oh,
Phoebe.
Didn't expect that.
I'm gonna go with she's not you.
How do you like my boudoir?
Oh no, is this a seduction?
The way you spoke to me?
If only I could remember what I said.
Hello there.
I meant what I said.
Yes, I sensed you were the most honest man I've ever met.
Can we slow down?
What the hell was I thinking?
You're beautiful.
Yes, I know, I'm a 10.
Adam loves you. He just also loves piss play.
Then why does it feel like we have our fun, you know, but we should be moving on to the next level, and I don't feel like he's everything.
I may not have mentioned this, but I was married once. I had other things on my mind, but it had nothing to do with her. Could be a million things. It could have nothing to do with the way he feels about you.
Look at me. Oh, sorry, excuse for a hostess. Heaping all my problems onto you. Do me one favour. This never happened.
What never happened?
Can I need a top up? No, he's my top up. You're my new hoop. No. On all fours. Add a little bend to it.
Yo, I would never, I would never do that, man.
Glad you're here. What do you say we grab us a real drink?
You okay?
Yeah. We become friends, right?
Yeah, of course.
I need some advice. I might propose to Phoebe. Did getting married change at all? I'm a free spirit. I like to feel. I like a secret. When we tie the knot, I get smashed in that box and I don't get to slip away.
Slow your roll.
Counterpoint. If I marry her, life gets a fucking fuckload easier.
I think it comes down to, do you love her more than you love
No.
your...
Oh, no. I know that I'm in the bubble, but I How do you see out? Okay, so know one thing. I will never be without money. That will never be me. But that is fucking that.
You just didn't even get any advice from Joe at all, did they?
Thank you for the therapy, man.
Up until this point, who's your prime suspect? I'm saying it's Reese, the guy who's running me. Like, I don't know why. Rolled though, I actually don't like him. Like, his vibe, it's not good. Kate gives off like a bitchy vibe, but then she also gives off a kind of like a vibe as well. I don't know. Yeah, personality is a grower. Like, I feel like she's actually all right. She's pretty decent. Like, I would rather much have her in my life and be associated around her than around Rolled, for example. And that forgot that other girl who keeps laughing at that guy who was speaking to him before when he didn't even say a word and told that guy to go on his knees. Mate, I don't like her as well. Don't understand how people get in those positions in life. And like, I understand when you have money and you feel like you're better than people, but not like that. Not where you're at a point where you're taking the mick out of other people trying to work. You know what I mean? To take the piss out of them for a bit of self-gain. I don't like that.
You are to remain outside. I don't want to have to make a phone call. I don't like spies.
I'm sorry.
My necklaces are tangled. Would you just... Oh, don't be a prude. You can touch me.
Damn it, I shouldn't have. No.
Yeah, thank you.
Anytime.
Never again.
Straight in there.
You shouldn't. This is a bad idea.
No, terrible.
Well, no hurry. I can stand here all day. Eventually, I will get a smile out of you. A few of us are going for a pre-dinner swim. Care to join?
I'll be down in a minute.
Oh, he steals him, doesn't he? He steals him.
You're friends? He seems to hate me.
I think he feels you'll think he's soft, so he acts hard.
But not with you. Are you very close?
Will there be a duel? We're old friends. I mean, it might not have always been what Rold wanted, but I need to change.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you can let yourself out, detective.
I thought I was going to steal those red knickers. One thing that I would actually like is if Kate fucking hates them all and she just wants to kill them all. She just wants a partner in crime. And she wants to recruit Joel so that both of them just go around and murder everyone together. I'd be all for that. I was all for Love being the crazy murderer, to be honest. Like I said, I wanted her to kill Joel at the end. I liked it. So if we're going to finish... I don't know how we're going to finish off the season if Joel's just going to have a happy ending. But if someone wants to recruit him and kind of go on like a crazy relationship killing spree, mate, that'll be good.
Roll. Who are you? And what are you hiding? T-shirts and traveling with his watch collection indicate some level of sociopathy, but on their own, they don't make Rolled you. Wait, what have we here? These are all Kate. Long lens photos of bees are cover for stalking her.
You missed a great swim.
Got caught up on some research.
Oh, you academics.
Right. See you boys at dinner.
Oh, Roll, by the way, I heard that this weekend was your idea. So I think it's a great opportunity for us to get to know each other better.
If he is you have other ideas on how this is going to go.
Gemma.
Yo, I don't like that, Gemma.
You love when I do that. Gemma, he doesn't.
Some people deserve to be spanked. I actually think I despise her. She's fine at uni, but if something doesn't grow, it rots. What does that look? I think I know, but I want to know if you know.
I don't know what you mean.
She's actually really pretty, Kate. He's fuming in, man. Absolutely fuming. How can you be fuming at someone who don't want to be with you?
We really ought to get to know each other better. Shall we hunt? Father always used to say you can see the true mettle of a man when you're out in the woods.
Did Father also tell you it's a great time to let a man know you've been text torturing him for weeks? He's capable of murder.
So you came to us through Malcolm, correct?
More Kate, actually.
I've never seen Katie in a bind she's not gotten out of herself. She was always so together. Always had to be the mother, so never shed a tear. Always looking for the next little disaster to save. She still does that, actually. I suppose it explains Phoebe, doesn't it?
He's in love with her.
And you, I'd imagine. Be ashamed to return home with a cold barrel.
Fuck.
I was going to say, we're going to see him shoot.
Fuck you, Rolled. No.
That's just about the worst shot I've ever seen. Callous to say, but Malcolm wasn't appropriate for a woman like her. And Simon, well, she wrongly believed that he was a genius, and there she goes, pouring her energy down a black hole. Really does have the worst tasting companions.
Is this a confession?
Lucky for her, they seem to wind up dead.
Jonathan, you go on ahead. We'll catch up.
That guy was pulling a gun on Joe, wasn't he? like going to shoot him in the back. Well, I don't know if he was going to shoot him in the back, but what was his intention with that then? She's obviously come out. She must think that role is sketchy as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wonder if, do you know what I mean? Like I was saying earlier on in the season, it's like when you're in a playground and you like somebody, you don't really know how to say it, so you kind of nasty on them and pick on them and like mean to them. Happens all the time. I wonder if that's how Kate was with him, because she's right now, she's in a collective group that's full of like richy, snobby people kind of thing. And like Joel was saying to her before, like, yeah, okay, you've got a bit of wealth, you've got a bit of money, but you're like, compared to these, you're practically poor. Do you know what I mean? And like, if you look at all of them, they're all totally different. Okay, Kate's more of like a normal one. At least she's got a job and she's hardworking. Do you know what I mean? And like, maybe she's seen in Joel something that's totally different from everybody else, and she was a bit confused at the start. Do you know what I mean? So she was the meanie person, nasty push away type of thing. And also she had Malcolm as well. And do you know what I mean? It seems like she's not a big fan of all of her friends. And again, very interesting, because he's just talking about, he was talking as if he knew or he was part of them dying, because that he looked like he was about to pull the gun on Joel. But again, I just think it's a tease. I don't think it's him. I actually don't know who it is, to be honest.
Always wear a good shot there.
Found someone new to bully, have you?
Oh, come on.
Whatever it is you think you want to say, don't.
Lost little boys. Fine for a while. But...
And continues to be none of your business.
Oh, I beg to differ with a murderer on the loose. But if you ever want to finally be happy, you can do it by claiming your place. No, I won't let you sneer because it's true. Stupid world of stupid brutes is burning. And I can't watch you burn with them based on some stupid principle. I love your stubbornness, luckily for you, and your good heart.
I don't have one of those.
You do, but I can wait.
I'm not like you, or your family, or your bloodline.
I don't think he'd kill Kate, though. He's too much in love with her. But Joel killed love. I'm back.
Hand them over.
No, definitely not going there. No, really, stop.
Stop fussing.
That's about time, mate. Honestly, it's about time.
Stop in a second.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that guy's going to be livid in there when he finds him.
That's why they love Reese so much. He banned us. I mean, what a bloody coward skipping out on us. Just admit that you are better than them, and that's why you should run things.
Jonathan, do you harbor resentment for what we have that people like yourself do not?
I'm pretty happy with my life.
What if Jonathan were the killer? People did start dying around the time you showed up with your whole bargain bin Colin Firth.
Oh, give it a rest, Gemma.
Oh, he's not happy that she spoke up.
That the one among us racing to the defense of the impoverished professor would be the first to the guillotine. Tell me he knows.
Why hide it from him? He's no one.
Oh, it just seems like such work. God, all those lies. Daddy's not even watching.
Lady Phoebe is dead. With respect, I recommend we retire to the library at once.
The drawing room.
We retire to the drawing room at once.
Okay.
I'm not being funny, right? But like he was saying to Joel then, are you happy with your life, and do you resent the fact that we're rich and you're not? The thing is, I don't. Like, I'm not rich. I literally have a bog standard house, a job. Mate, like I said, I'm sat in a room now, yeah? There's the roof. My room's tiny. It's tall, but there's a wall. Like, it's not big. Like, literally, my room's mid-year. And, like, I have a job, yeah? I go through life. I'm happy with what I've got. Now, the word jealous isn't... I'm not jealous of them. I wish that I could have some of what they have. And I've said it many times before. Not so I can walk around in all those stupid watches that he's got and all these flashy cars and all those clothes that they think's great and it's not, and it's just a rip-off. I would like enough money so that I could do whatever I wanted to do and have the best time doing it and spend all my life having fun than not working to have fun. You know what I mean? I spend 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day going to work, working, coming home so I can have enough money so that I could do fun stuff, play football, you know what I mean? Go on vacations, go and see the world, do these things. Where obviously if I had unlimited money, I'd be able to do all of that and have more time to do it. So I'm not jealous and resentful because they've got what I don't have. Do you know what I mean? I just wish I had a small little piece of the pie. And the fact is, right, yeah, okay, Kate might be super rich, really wealthy, and she's not told Joel this and that or whatever's, you know, because he's kind of insinuating, you truly think you're not one of us if you forgot where you come from. Do you know what I mean? But I would say that's a good thing. If I met somebody and they lived their life kind of like me, They didn't have a flashy car. They had a normal house, a normal job, and he was working, and he didn't really like all these rich people. And then it turned out that they was a billionaire. I'd be like, you know what? I like that person. They don't think they're better than the working man, and that's what. So in a way, I kind of like Kate a little bit more out of that conversation. Hopefully, that's Joe as well.
If the murderer pokes you, then
They're playing a find the killer parlor game, unironically.
smile, okay? Ready?
Well, I guess it's safe to assume neither one of us is the murderer, right? I don't know what that was, but it didn't seem nice.
I suppose you have questions?
Actually, no, I was just hoping I could hide behind you, if that's cool.
My father is Tom Lockwood. He's what's called an activist investor. That's what Rold was getting at when he said, I'm just like him. My family are wealthier than any of them. It's the backroom deals to sick police on protesters, or the cleansing of a CEO's record of sexual assault, paid to have well water toxicity reports falsified. Several children got cancer, and the company made £400 million.
Security guys outside.
Yes, you're very perceptive. I said no, but he sent them anyway. I just want to make my own way, Jonathan. I just want to be a person, and not even a great one, just decent.
In fact, I think you're already her.
No, what is happening?
Joel's eyes are good, man. He does his eyes really well.
Fuck a duck, what is all of this? You two slugs are back in the game.
I was wondering when you'd find me.
Since now, okay? Things are different. I can't go do up.
I mean it. Sorry.
I missed something searching Rold's room. Proof. It's you. Okay, where is it?
Help you with that. What the hell are you doing in my room? Did you kill Malcolm because you're in love with Kate?
No, did you?
Oh, okay, now that was unexpected. He's getting up and walking from that. Well, that was one big fall, that. Phoebe's going to be outside, do you reckon? Crying or something.
At least all the screaming is over, so I can think. Fuck, that sounded real.
Kate! Alright, she's dead. This is going to be an interesting reaction, because I feel like, as at the end of the episode, I feel like it's the same as what's happened to Joel. Joel's woke up in the morning, hasn't he? He's walked in his kitchen, Malcolm's dead on the table with a knife in him. Joel's ended up having to take it and then obviously dispose of the body. And I feel like somebody set it up again. Somebody's gone in there, killed, is it Gemma? And a knife's in it, and she's gone and she's pulled it out. Now, I don't know whose scream it was. It might have been Kate screaming as she's seen the body, or it might have been, you know, Gemma screaming because she was getting stabbed. But I actually don't think it was her. And the interesting thing is that I don't think it's Rold now either. You know, we are going down the list. I've never really questioned them. I've actually, do you know what I mean? Like, I've actually been saying, and it sounds daft now because they've not even been in the episodes, have very much hardly been in it, but I've been saying it was Rhys or Nadia just because he was a bit sus and, I don't know, in certain situations at the start. But clearly the killer is here in this location. So whether one of them is snuck here, do you know what I mean? Which I doubt it, then... Do you know what I mean? It's got to be someone at that party. It has to be. But who could it be? You know, is it Phoebe? Do you reckon it's her? I'm not gonna say it is, but do you reckon, like, she seems like the least likely person. She seems like the person who don't really like confrontation that much. She's I don't know, her personality is like, well, to be honest, she was on the news once. She was crying, she was upset and all that when stuff was happening, and she don't really seem like the person that would be able to stomach doing something like that. She don't seem like that mad personality to do it. He's trying to play it off like Rold was kind of able to do it this episode. That's what he was kind of doing it. But to me, having that fight with Joe at the end there, you know, coming into the room, you know, a couple of hits here and there, ducking, did you kill him? No. Did you? No. And pushed him out the window. It looked like he was panicking his face. And it was like, Joe was saying, kind of, if he was the killer, he would have known that he wouldn't have died then. And if he wanted to meet him face to face, he had plenty of time to do it this episode. Do you know what I mean? Like, they could even have talked when he was walking. It looked like he was going to pull a gun on him as well. So if the killer or whoever it is that you were saying is texting him anonymously is around, then they're not going to be wasting their opportunities if they wanted to meet face to face, are they? You know, there was plenty of time to do that. So here, it is pretty interesting. I still, again, coming to this episode and I've no idea who it could possibly be. With 4 episodes in, though, there's only 5 until the mid-season, so I've only got 1 next, then we've got to wait a couple of weeks. So I wonder if they're going to leave us on a proper mad cliffhanger next episode. And that's going to wrap up today's episode. 4 in the bag. Yes, very interesting. I'm actually liking this season now. The way it's progressing, it's been decent. I kind of wish that we had more of the texting I wish that they used, instead of Joel walking in his house, at the time I didn't mind it, you know, I'm on episode 4 now, I can like venture out and give some like thoughts, food for thoughts. When he walked into his house and he had all those pictures on the walls, I would have liked it if there was only 1 or 2. And then as the episodes progressed and the days was passing, he was getting more text, more information, more paranoid, scaring Joel, because Joel doesn't see it like he's not actually scared, is he? Like, you would think that, you know, if somebody anonymously was sending you messages, you know what I mean? First of all, they killed someone and put them in the house. You had to cut them up and dispose the body. Then you've been involved in a second death. And then you've actually killed a third person. And then somebody's, like, blackmailing you and sending, like, I don't know, fingers to the press and taking pictures and putting them all over your house and stuff like that and telling you to go and kill Kate. Do you know what I mean? Like, you would be more paranoid. And, like, Joel's pretty calm right now. He's not really that scared. His whole thing is to find the killer. Like, he's more of, like, motivated to go and kill the killer instead of being scared that the killer's got information on him, that they can expose him for who he truly is. Do you know what I mean? So, like, if it was me in that situation, I would have chose to not reveal all the cards at once. I would have bled it slowly, teased him, got him paranoid, scared, made him act out, do certain things, you know, out of the ordinary, so to speak, make him go and kind of blackmail him into doing other certain things as well, because he had to dispose of the body. I would have blackmailed him, tried to do more stuff, but the way it's working out, Joel's on the front foot. He's going after them. We're here in this castle or whatever you want to call it with no reception, so he can't actually contact the killer, which is probably a benefit to him, because the killer would know that, you know, he would there with no reception. And, you know, they played it off that it could have been Phoebe. They'd gone in the room and she's there, she's dressed up, she wants to sleep with him, and then obviously they've ended up, well, talking to each other, saying how much her boyfriend loves her and stuff like that, and she was saying about her life, and when everybody, like, she's like a 10, and like when everybody wants her, but when they get her, nobody really like kind of likes her, so to speak. And he was saying, don't worry, you know, he does love you, he said that, all this and that. And the guy actually was thinking about proposing as well. Now, she's caught him speaking to somebody else in a certain situation. You could see Phoebe walk off, you know, she was upset. I don't know what actually happened with that. I thought she might have been the next victim, but no, it was Gemma. She's been a bitch all episode, though. I'm not being funny, like, she actually is. She's the one, if I was to say the people that I dislike the most out of all them, it was her, and I would say Roald so far. And then the others, they've not been massively in it. Adam's not too bad. I wouldn't say I like him. I don't like him, but, you know, it's not too bad. Them two are really annoying, though. And I'm glad that somebody killed her. And I think that somebody set Kate up just the way they set Joel up in the first episode. So I'm excited to see, obviously, where we go from here. Because like I was just saying then, it's going to be the mid-season kind of finale, like, next episode. So they're going to leave us on a cliffhanger. I feel like the interesting situation is, how's Joel going to react around this situation? Is he going to be cool, calm and collected, like somebody who's been in this position before, be able to know how to do it, hide it, wipe that down, clean that, wrap it up? Do you know what I mean? We need to take her, bury her outside. You know, nobody can see her, everybody's drunk, nobody will know what's going on, because if you do that, it starts revealing your personality and stuff that you've done, and you become suspicious. Do you know what I mean? Like, if Kate fully knows that it's not her and somebody else starts acting this way, eyes are going to be drawn onto you. So this is where it's going to get interesting, because like I said as well, I picked up that they was all like a friendship group and all fine together, and then Joel's kind of turned up, and it was like, in this thing, people started dying. I reference it to at work, you know, first in, last out. Do you know what I mean? I mean, last in, first out, if you were sacking somebody. And again, it's like, everything was fine, you're the last person in, everything started going chaotic. Well, maybe you must be the problem, pull it out. And like, somebody mentioned that here, I think it was Gemma as well, at a table. She mentioned it, and if another body's on the record and everybody else has heard her say it, you know, people are going to start asking questions again, and he's probably going to become one of the main suspects. So very, very interesting. You know, I still don't know who it is. I'm still going with somebody who wasn't even at this place yet, which sounds absolutely far-fetched when you say it out loud, considering everything that's kind of gone on. But my choice, if I could go forward, would be that it probably was Kate, and she does want somebody like Joe on her side, and them two, she wants to destroy them all from within together. That would excite me. But I'm liking how it's going right now. Information, I'm trying to guess it, I'm trying to think, I'm picking. I like whodunits because it keeps you engaged. People don't, I do. I think it's interesting, and hopefully it's not someone terrible. The only time I don't like the whodunits is when it's a character that's not been involved all season, someone absolutely random, someone you don't even get invested in. But when you do get invested and then it ends up being a shocker or somebody that you actually know, that's when it gets good. So let's see where it goes from there. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.